Will the audience please rise and welcome your 2024 graduating class. Please remain standing for the presentations of the colors by the Innovation Central High School Junior ROTC and the singing of the national anthem performed by the Southwest Middle High School Choir. Please be seated. Joining me on stage this evening are Ms. Kimberly Williams, Board of Education President, Ms. Kimberly Davis, Board of Education Vice President, Ms. Jen Shockey, Board of Education Treasurer, Mr. Jose Rodriguez, Board of Education Trustee, Ms. Ari Wade, Board of Education Trustee, Dr. Leadrian Roby, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Brandy Lovelady Mitchell, Deputy Superintendent, and Dr. Maida Bahamondegano, Southwest Quadrant Executive Director. I would also like to acknowledge several of GRPS cabinet members who are seated in the audience. Please rise. I would now like to introduce our MC for tonight's celebration, Ms. Rosalinda Lopez Garcia, representing Southwest Middle High, class of 2024. Rosalinda is the daughter of Angel Lopez and Angelina Garcia. Rosalinda has earned a GPA of a 4.1 and plans to start college at Michigan State University to pursue a marketing degree.
Thank you, Principal Ramirez. It is my honor to be the MC tonight for the graduating class of 2024, as well as the first ever graduating class of Southwest Middle High School Academia Bilingüe. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Roby, Superintendent of Schools.
Good evening, graduates. Today we are here to celebrate your accomplishment of earning your diplomas. You are growing in a time where you are exposed to so many things that are different than those who came before you that we never had to deal with. Thank you. Thank you for staying the course as you end this phase of your respective journeys. Congratulations to the class of 2024. Like others that you're going to hear from this evening, I will share some advice. I like things wrapped up in neat packages, and I will include 5 points using a mnemonic device. I struggle with this every evening. A mnemonic device is a tool or pattern of letters, ideas, or associations that assist with helping you to remember something. So my 5 key points using the mnemonic is L-E-A-R-N, learn. Pretty kind of simple for an educator. L, legacy. Legacy is anything handed down from the past, from an ancestor or a predecessor. As you graduate, please don't forget those who came before you and the lessons learned from them. As you consider the legacy that you've been given, think of Sankofa, a word in the Twi language of Ghana. It translates to go back and get it. San means to return, ko means to go, fa means to fetch or to seek or to take. Sankofa represents the need to reflect on the past to build a successful future. None of us, not one of us, got to where we are without the assistance of someone or something. That may be a family member, a teacher, a friend. It might be a naysayer or even a hater. Those that motivate us because they want the best for us, they want us to succeed. And sometimes we're motivated by the sheer fact that we want to prove someone wrong. Whatever you've used in your past as your motivation, let it propel you forward into the greatness, but don't ever forget where you came from. E, education. That is the one thing that no one can take from you. Most will consider your formal education in trade school, colleges, or junior college, but all of you should continue to be lifelong learners. There are lessons that you learn daily to help you make the best decisions around your wellness, your health, and your growth. An example of a life lesson is once you feel the discomfort, that fire is hot, you know not to touch it anymore, right? Or you build better relationships with others when you ask the question, how can I help? Continue to evolve to be the very best person and version of yourself through your education. A, attitude. You've heard the expression, attitude determines altitude. I am so very proud of this generation that how you advocate, have agency and a willingness to get involved in worthy causes. We all think that's great. Yet my advice is about attitude. Whether you're going off to college, going to the service, or joining the world of work, welcome to the world of the real world. You will engage others around you who have a host of experiences and opinions that are different from yours that might challenge you and sometimes make you feel uncomfortable. It is your attitude, your approach to engage and talk to others, even in those most challenging and difficult times, that will have impact on when and why people want to talk, work, or engage with you. R, read. And I'm not just talking about the comments on Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram. Read a book, a magazine, or an article. Reading keeps you informed about the world around you and pushes you to grow your own perspectives and educate yourself about that very world. A person who reads tends to be more thoughtful and is armed with something that no one can take away, a balanced and educated opinion. We are exposed to so much information, and it is your responsibility to read so you can make up your own mind about issues or people. Reading allows you to speak boldly and with conviction, not just parroting something you may have heard. N, nurture. While the first 4 points were for the 2024 graduates, the final point is for the rest of us. Nurture means to support and encourage during a period of training or development. We, parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles, teachers, educators, and friends, we need to continue to nurture these young people and pour into them the tools that they need to succeed. Although they're graduating today, we, as those more seasoned adults, need to recognize the world that they are experiencing is nothing like the world we lived in when we were their age. Yes, we had the challenges and struggles, but we didn't have the added burden of social media, the constant barrage of information, both good and bad. There was no internet, no YouTube. This is where the audience gets to participate. How many of you, and when I say participate, I'm gonna really ask you to participate. How many of you are old enough to remember the Star-Spangled Banner playing on TV to signal that TV program was shutting down for the night? Raise your hands. Come on now. What did we do? We went to sleep. Although these graduates are crossing the stage and formally into adulthood, they still need us to encourage and nurture them. Please continue to share your wisdom. As I close, please remember LEARN, class of 2024. Build your legacy. Continue to educate yourself, have the right attitude, read, and we, your community, will continue to nurture you. Congratulations, Southwest Middle High Academia Bilingual Class of 2024.
Thank you, Superintendent Roby. At this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Mayra Gunno, Southwest Quadrant Executive Director. Immediately following Dr. Gunno will be Mr. Julian Ramirez, Principal of Southwest Middle High School, with his remarks.
Good evening. Good evening, Superintendent Roby, board members, graduates, parents, staff, and community members. Graduation is a rite of passage, crossing over from years of hard work into a new beginning of the next life stage. Today, I want to recognize and congratulate you for your achievement thus far. You are the first graduating class of Southwest Middle High School Academia Bilingüe. In closing, as I was thinking about today's graduation, I read a quote that I want to leave you with. The quote is by Michael Josephson. Take pride in how far you've come, have faith in how far you can go, but don't forget to enjoy the journey. Congratulations.
Buenas tardes a todos. Estudiantes de la clase 2024 de Southwest Middle High Academia Bilingüe. Lo lograron. Estar aquí el día de hoy no ha sido nada fácil. Desde el inicio de su carrera en Southwest Middle High School Academia Bilingüe, han aprendido a tener éxito aun cuando enfrentaron adversidad. En los últimos 5 años que he tenido el privilegio de trabajar con ustedes, los he visto crecer, y no solo de edad, sino en madurez y en su nivel académico. Hace 5 años, cuando eran estudiantes del 8º grado, muchos de ustedes tuvieron la oportunidad de dejar su marca en el edificio que ahora es Southwest Middle High School, Academia Bilingüe, cuando firmaron en una de las vigas de metal del edificio su nombre. Esa marca física es algo que quedará en la estructura del edificio por el resto de su existencia. Pero así como dejaron su marca en la estructura del edificio, de la misma manera han dejado la marca en el corazón de toda la facultad de Southwest Middle High School Academia Bilingüe. Ustedes, como la clase del año 2024, por los últimos 4 años han sido pacientes, nos han brindado su comprensión y nos han ayudado a desarrollar lo que ahora con orgullo llamamos Southwest Middle High School Academia Bilingüe. Yo en lo personal siempre recordaré a la clase del 2024 como los pioneros de nuestro programa bilingüe. Ser un pionero, según el Internet, es una persona o un grupo que es la primera o una de las primeras en cualquier campo de investigación, empresa o desarrollo. Esa definición los define a ustedes al mencionar que son los primeros en graduarse de nuestra escuela. Pero no solo esos serán los primeros. Muchos de ustedes hoy serán los primeros de sus familias en graduarse de la preparatoria. Algunos de ustedes serán los primeros en asistir a las universidades. Algunos serán los primeros en entrar a la industria de trabajo con un salario fijo y beneficios, entre otras muchas cosas, en las cuales serán los primeros. Sea lo que sea que ustedes decidan hacer, yo estoy seguro que lo harán con perfección y utilizando las herramientas y sabiduría que han desarrollado por los últimos 4 años que han sido parte de Southwest Middle High School Academia Bilingüe. Clase 2024. Es cierto que hoy estamos cerrando o celebrando el fin de este capítulo de su vida, pero también estamos empezando un nuevo capítulo. Como dijo Pablo Alborán, un músico español, llegar al final no significa acabar. Muchas veces me planteo la duda si terminar algo no es más que el inicio de nuestro nuevo camino. Seniors, hoy cierran el capítulo titulado Mis aventuras en Southwest Middle High School Academia Bilingüe. Pero al terminar este capítulo, con los varios personajes como el señor Woods, señorita Cabello, señorita Santiago, señorita Lisa, señora Hollingsworth, señor Valley, entre muchos otros más, hoy comienzan a escribir su nuevo capítulo con nuevos personajes y con otro escenario. Yo, como el súper orgulloso principal de Southwest Middle High de la clase 2024, estaré pacientemente esperando para leer lo que ese capítulo de sus vidas les brinda. No se olviden de nosotros y sepan que Southwest Middle High School Academia Bilingüe siempre tendrá las puertas abiertas para ustedes y que cada uno de ustedes se quede en el corazón de la facultad de Southwest Middle High Academia Bilingüe. Felicidades, clase 2024. Good afternoon, everyone. Southwest Middle High School Academia Bilingüe, class of 2024 students, you did it. Being here today has not been an easy task. Since the beginning of the 4-year experience at Southwest Middle High School Academia Bilingüe, you've learned to succeed even when faced with adversity. In the last 5 years that I've had the privilege of working with you, I have seen you grow not only in height, but in maturity and your academic knowledge. 5 years ago, as 8th graders, many of you had the opportunity to leave your mark on the building that is now Southwest Middle High School Academia Bilingüe when you signed one of the metal beams of that building. That physical mark is something that will remain in the structure of the building for the rest of its existence. Just as you left your mark on the structure of that building, you have also left your mark on the hearts of the entire Southwest Middle High School Academia Bilingüe faculty. As class of 2024, for the past 4 years, you've been patient, understanding, and helped us develop what we now proudly call Southwest Middle High School Academia Bilingüe. I personally will always remember the class of 2024 as the pioneers of our bilingual program. Being a pioneer, according to the internet, is a person or group that is the first one or the first one of the field of research, enterprise, or development. That definition defines you in its totality, since you will forever be remembered as the first graduates of Southwest Middle High School Academia Bilingüe. Tonight's graduation is a milestone of your life that you will never forget, and especially because you are the first class to graduate from our institution. However, being the first one to graduate from our school is just one thing that you will be the first one at. Many of you today will be the first in your families to graduate from high school. Some of you will be the first ones to attend college. Some of you will be the first ones to enter the job industry with a steady salary and great benefits, among many of other things that will make you the first one in your family. Whatever your path you decide to embark on, I am confident that you will do it to your best of the ability. You will use the tools that you have developed by being a scholar at Southwest Middle High School Academia Bilingüe. Class of 2024, it is true that today we are celebrating the end of this chapter of your lives, but most importantly, we are all here gathered because tonight you're also beginning a new chapter. As Pablo Alborán, a Spanish musician, said, "Getting to the end does not mean it's the ending. Many times I wonder if finishing something is nothing more than the beginning of a new path." Seniors, today you will close the chapter of your lives titled, "My Adventures at Southwest Middle High School Academia Bilingüe." Tonight, this chapter with the various characters such as Mr. Woods, Ms. Cabello, Ms. Santiago, Ms. Alyssa, Ms. Hollingsworth, Mr. Valley, among many others, will come to an end. Tomorrow, you will begin to write a new chapter which will include new characters, a brand new setting in which that chapter will take place. As your proud principal, I will be patiently waiting to read what this new chapter of your life brings. Do not forget about us, and know that Southwest Middle High School Academia Bilingüe will always have its doors open for you, and that every single one of you will remain in the hearts of the entire Southwest Middle High School Academia Bilingüe faculty. Congratulations, class of 2024.
It is my pleasure to introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2024, Maite Reyes de la Cruz. Maite is the daughter of Telma de la Cruz and Marvin Reyes. She has earned a GPA of 4.2, and she will be studying dental hygiene at Grand Rapids Community College. Please help me welcome our valedictorian, Maite Reyes de la Cruz.
Buenas tardes, familias, amigos, profesores, personal y lo más importante, felicidades a la clase de 2024. Mi nombre es Maite Reyes de la Cruz y soy hija de padres migrantes guatemaltecos. Este momento es verdaderamente especial para mí y estoy agradecida por la oportunidad de dirigirme a todos ustedes el día de hoy como la primera valedictorian de Southwest Middle High Academia Bilingüe. Por lo cual, le agradezco a Dios y a mis padres por el apoyo incondicional y gran sacrificio que hicieron para poder venirse desde su país. También les agradezco el darme la oportunidad de graduarme de la escuela secundaria y por la oportunidad de ir al colegio para obtener las oportunidades que ellos no tuvieron. El sacrificio de mis padres y la decisión de dejar todo en su país ha sido mi mayor inspiración para ser alguien exitosa en la vida. Sin embargo, el regalo más grande que tengo es tener la presencia de mi madre, que cuando hizo la promesa con Dios, le dio la oportunidad de vernos crecer. Y no se fue de nuestro lado cuando el doctor le dijo que solo tenía 4 a 6 meses de vida. Por lo tanto, este logro es de mis padres tanto como el mío. Además de ellos, mi hermana es una persona en mi vida que me motiva y me brinda su infinito apoyo para seguir adelante cuando el camino se ve oscuro. Adicionalmente, mi hija me motiva diariamente para ser alguien de quien ella esté orgullosa y mire como un ejemplo a seguir. Como estudiantes de primer año fuimos enfrentados por el desafío de la pandemia de COVID-19. Este virus no solo cambió nuestras vidas, sino que también cambió por completo nuestra experiencia educativa. En los últimos 4 años no solo hemos enfrentado el COVID, además hemos enfrentado dificultades individualmente. Pero a pesar de las dificultades, encontramos apoyo en nuestros amigos, compañeros de clase, maestros y personal de la escuela. Desde el momento en que entré por las puertas de Southwest Middle High como estudiante nueva, fui recibida con los brazos abiertos por todos ustedes y el personal de la escuela. Por eso y muchas cosas más, estoy llena de gratitud por las personas que han sido parte de nuestro viaje. Agradezco a nuestros maestros por su dedicación, paciencia y orientación, y a nuestros padres por su amor y continuo apoyo. Clase de 2024. Hoy estamos aquí como la primera clase a punto de graduarse de Southwest Middle High Academia Bilingüe. Además, muchos de nosotros estamos aquí hoy como primera generación de graduados de nuestras familias. Muchos de nuestros padres dejaron sus países para buscar una mejor oportunidad para nosotros. Ellos dejaron a sus familias en sus países natales y se arriesgaron a nunca ver a sus padres nuevamente. Sacrificaron todo por el simple hecho de no tener las oportunidades que este país nos brinda. Le doy gracias a Dios porque este país está lleno de numerosos recursos y oportunidades para poder alcanzar nuestros sueños con nuestra dedicación y determinación. Desde hoy en adelante, los grandes sacrificios que tuvieron que hacer nuestros padres comenzarán a dar fruto. Esos sueños que un día tuvieron hoy se hacen realidad al ver que muchos de nosotros asistiremos a la universidad y algunos comenzaremos a trabajar en mejores posiciones y con sueldos mejores que las previas generaciones. De la misma manera, al graduarnos de Southwest Middle High, estamos haciendo historia como la primera clase de esta institución y marcando el camino para las futuras generaciones. A mis compañeros les ofrezco este consejo, como dijo Ray Goforth. Hay 2 tipos de personas que te dirán que no puedes hacer una diferencia en este mundo. Los que tienen miedo de intentarlo y los que tienen miedo de que tengas éxito. Recuerden que cada uno de ustedes tiene la capacidad ilimitada para alcanzar sus sueños y lograr grandes cosas en la vida. En otras palabras, nunca se conforme con menos de lo que merecen. Todos sabemos que el camino no va a ser de color de rosas y sin barreras que deberemos enfrentar. Sin embargo, como la clase de 2024, hemos aprendido durante estos 4 años una increíble capacidad de adaptación en medio de las dificultades, por lo cual nunca nos rendimos y superamos todas las dificultades. En conclusión, este día marca el final de un capítulo importante en nuestras vidas, pero también el comienzo de uno nuevo. Sigamos adelante con la ayuda de Dios, sabiendo que el futuro nos espera llena de oportunidades infinitas. Felicidades, clase de 2024. Good afternoon, family, friends, teachers, staff, and most importantly, the soon-to-be graduates of the class of 2024. My name is Maite Reyes de la Cruz, and I'm the daughter of Guatemalan migrant parents. This moment is truly special to me, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to address all of you today as the first valedictorian of Southwest Middle High School. For this reason, I thank God and my parents for the unconditional support and great sacrifice they made to be able to come to the United States. I am also thankful I have the opportunity to graduate high school and the option to go to college, a privilege my parents did not have. My parents' sacrifice and decision to leave everything in their country have been my greatest inspiration to be successful in life. Well, however, the greatest gift I have is having the presence of my mother, who, when she made the promise to God, was given the opportunity to see us grow up. She didn't leave our side when the doctors told her that she only had 4 to 6 months to live. Therefore, this achievement is my parents as well as mine. In addition to them, my sister is a person in my life who motivates me and gives me infinite support to keep going when the road looks dark. Lastly, I am thankful for my daughter who motivates me daily to be someone she is proud of and looks up to as a role model. As freshmen, we were faced with the challenge of COVID-19 pandemic. This virus not only changed our lives, but it also completely changed our educational experience. In the last 4 years, we have not only faced COVID, but we have also faced difficulties individually. Despite the difficulties, we found support from our friends, classmates, teachers, and school staff. From the moment I walked through the doors of Southwest Middle High as a new student, I was welcomed with open arms by all of you and the school staff. For that and many reasons, I am grateful for the people who have been part of our journey. I thank our teachers for their dedication, patience, and guidance, and our parents for their love and continued support. Class of 2024, we are here today as the first class about to graduate from Southwest Middle High. Many of us are here today as first-generation graduates in our families. Many of our parents left their country to seek a better opportunity for us. They left their family in their home country and risked never seeing their parents again. They sacrificed everything for the simple fact of not having the opportunities that this country offers us. I thank God because this country is full of numerous resources and opportunities to achieve our dreams with dedication and determination. From today onwards, the great sacrifice our parents had to make will begin to bear fruit. Those dreams that one day they had today become reality when they see many of us will attend the university. Some will begin to work in better positions and with better salaries than previous generations. Likewise, by graduating Southwest Middle High, we are making history as the first class of the institution and paving the way for future generations. To my classmates, I offer this advice, as Ray Goldford said. There are 2 types of people who will tell you that you can't make a difference in this world. Those who are afraid to try, and those who are afraid that you will succeed. Remember that each of you has the unlimited capacity to achieve your dreams and achieve great things in life. In other words, never settle for less than you deserve. We all know the road will not be rosy and without barriers. However, as the class of 2024, we have learned during these 4 years to have the incredible ability to adapt to difficult situations. Therefore, we never give up and instead we overcome. In conclusion, this day marks the day of an important chapter in our lives and the beginning of a new one. Let us move forward with God's help, knowing that the future awaits full and infinite opportunities. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Our next speaker this evening is Southwest Middle High School faculty member, Ms. Emily Hollingsworth. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Hollingsworth to the podium.
Class of 2024, what a privilege it is to represent the many faculty and staff who have been instrumental in your development from preschool until today. Being chosen to speak in front of all the distinguished guests here is a deeply appreciated honor. I met most of you for the first time when you started 6th grade at the elementary school. 2 years later, I had the privilege of teaching you again when you were in the 8th grade. That was the 2019-2020 school year, and it is fair to say that none of us had any idea what that year would hold. But before any of us had ever heard the word COVID, one warm day in the fall of 2019, I have a very vivid memory of this class that I will never forget. We took a walk a few short blocks from the elementary school to Rumsey Street to what was then the partially completed Middle High building. Our main purpose that day was to sign our names on the beam that would be the main support of the new building. I don't know if you remember that day or if it felt like a significant moment to you, but it was. It was a moment that looked forward to the future, to a day that seemed far away, to a day that would require all of us to overcome countless challenges, and to today, when we celebrate you, the first graduating class of Southwest Middle High. That moment was the beginning of you leaving your legacy in a very unique way. In reality, your names on that beam are not what is most important. In fact, since that day, some of your elementary classmates have left to continue their education elsewhere, and others have joined and become an integral part of Southwest. You know, if I was asked to point out the location of that beam with so many of our names on it, I would actually have no idea where it was. But I do know that the beam is doing what it was designed to do, supporting the building that has been the place where you were privileged to receive your high school education. Sometimes the things that are the most important go unnoticed and can be unseen, but that does not diminish their significance. Next year, the class of 2024 won't be here. You won't be walking through the halls. You won't be helping with the National Honor Society events. You won't be selling snacks at lunch. You won't be logging into Schoology to check your grade in Mr. Valley's class. You won't be listening to Mr. Wood's announcements every morning. You won't be asking if you can please go see Miss Alyssa. And you won't be hanging out in the office with Miss Nina. Our first graduating class will be gone. You won't be here. We won't see you in the halls every day. And it might feel like since you won't be seen, you will be forgotten. But that is not the case. Just like the support beam, you will always be an integral part of this building. It's not about being seen. It's the impact you have made that truly counts. Now, it is time for you to leave your mark in an even bigger way. Some of you are going off to college, some are joining the military, and some the workforce. Some of you may not be sure yet what your path is, and believe me, that is okay too. The path that life will take you on will not always be clear and laid out straight in front of you. It will be filled with twists, turns, changes, and surprises. But I want to challenge you to think about this. Regardless of where life leaves you, you'll soon have the opportunity to leave your imprint in a new way by impacting those around you, your parents, siblings, nieces, nephews, grandparents, neighbors, community, teachers, pastors. So many people have not only supported you, but have sacrificed in huge ways for you, this community, and our school. Now, class of 2024, it is your turn to give back. And I know I speak on behalf of all your supporters here today when I say we know our future is in great hands. The school year that we signed the beam ended very abruptly. Our last class together was on March 12, 2020. If you don't count the Google Meets you were supposed to log into, but we know how that went. None of us could have predicted what the next couple of years would bring. And that reminds me of one last truth I want to share with you. It comes from a book I read recently about a man who also did not imagine how his life would change abruptly, and also about his response to it. The man's name was Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl was an Austrian psychologist who ended up spending 3 years in a concentration camp during World War II. During that time, he suffered in ways most of us could never imagine. But while in the camp, he came to understand a very important truth. He realized that no matter what his captors did to him, that they could not take away his freedom to choose his response to them. His response to the situation was his and his alone. He is credited with saying these words: "Between stimulus and response, there's a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom." Now, being a teacher, indulge me for a few minutes for one more lesson. Let's look at some examples of what Viktor Frankl was talking about. There will be an endless amount of stimuli in your life. Some of it will come on the best days, the news you've been waiting for, an acceptance letter, a proposal, or the birth of a child. Some of it will come on the worst days of your life, the news you dreaded hearing, the rejection letter, the death of a loved one. And then there's the endless amounts of stimuli from the seemingly endless monotony of everyday life. Every situation and every day offers a stimulus. You always have a choice to make in how you respond. Will you brag or be humble? Will you be patient or get angry? Will you give up or persevere? Will you choose peace or choose hate? Will you give the minimum amount required, or will you go above and beyond? Viktor Frankl knew that his life was defined by the small, everyday choices he made. The same is true for all of us, and certainly for you, class of 2024. The everyday choices you have made are what have gotten you to this point, and the choices you make moving forward will be what create your legacy. It started here at Southwest, but it will continue to places that now we can only dream of. All those here today are excited to see what you will choose for yourself and the impact your choices will have on the world around you. In closing, I would like to thank this class. Thank you for the opportunity to teach you, but more importantly, to get to know you. Thank you for choosing to put in all the hard work that it took to get you to this point. Thank you for the perseverance you have shown through the difficult times you have faced, and thank you for the legacy you will leave. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Now, I would like to invite our graduates to stage for an individual presentation of their diploma. Announcing the names of our graduates this evening is our senior class advisor and Spanish teacher, Ms. Flor Santiago Vega. The senior class and Southwest Middle High School Academia Bilingüe request your cooperation in refraining from loud, disruptive noises during the presentation. We want every graduate to have their special moment. Thank you.
Maite Reyes de la Cruz. Rosalinda López García. Sandra López López. Stephanie Lucas Bautista. Alermi Carlo Fuentes. María González Diego. Diane Vasquez. Michelle Melo. Janaida Amoros. Jessie Rodas Díaz. Yarelis Pérez. Gabriela García Rodríguez. Jaspe Cano Quintero. Soleil Castillo. Talía López Jacinto. Olga López Lucas. Lisette Martínez Puente. Eric Pacheco Marín. Anthony Puente Aguilera. Rafael Viveros Barradas. Juana Rafael Jacinto. Yaresli Bravo López. Bethany Calderón Mazariegos. Cassandra Arcos Hernández. Christian González Hernández. Carlos Reyes. Felipe Vargas III. Anabel Vargas III. Johnny Juárez Lorenzo. Kelvin López Mazariegos. Wesley Mencho. Kenny Juárez Lorenzo. Jocelyn Estrada. Christian Carrillo López. Denilson Velázquez Velázquez. Alonso Verdugo Juárez. Misael Parada. Héctor Barrios Monzón. Nayeli García Jaimes. Roselín López Tejeda. Aaron Allen. Aris Ponce Santizo. Gabriel Amaya Rodríguez. Dani Juárez Lorenzo. Joshua Espinosa. Isabel Herrera. Jocelyn Reyes Vargas. Giovanni Rodríguez Vargas. Luis Coronado Agustín. Eduardo de León Magaña. Fernando Figueroa Simons. Daniela Carrasquillo Candelaria. Precious Herrera. Lucrecia Francisco Vargas. Priscila Juárez Gabriel. Perla Cervantes. Daver García Rodas.
Ms. Kimberly Williams, will you join me at the podium? Tonight, I present to you the class of 2024 candidates for graduation. As principal of Southwest Middle High School Academia Bilingüe, I certify that all candidates who will be receiving diplomas have met or exceeded all the requirements as set forth by Grand Rapids Public Schools Board of Education in the state of Michigan.
On behalf of the Board of Education, faculty, and staff of Grand Rapids Public Schools, it is my honor to accept the graduating class of 2024 for Southwest Middle High Academic Bilingüe. With the power vested by the Board, by the state of Michigan, I hereby confer diplomas on each. Congratulations.
Will the members of the class of 2024 please rise and face the audience? Members of the class of 2024, join me in moving your tassels from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce you to the Southwest Middle High School Academia Bilingüe class of 2024. Congratulations. Will our honored stage guest please rise for our recessional?
there's actually tape right here. Want me to tape them? Oh, gotcha. Okay. So I can just leave them here.